I started at LINAK in February of 2006, and I came on board as a purchasing agent, I believe. I don't know if I remember the exact title, but the focus was on sourcing and buying for the production here. And I remember my first week very clearly because I started on the week with Friday was the birthday lunch. So my first week here, I had to go to the birthday lunch with Soren, and there were probably only about 3 or 4 other people in there. So it was pretty intimidating for the first week out. Well, the role has changed significantly. I've moved from purchasing into more away from sourcing, more into buying, logistics type buying, responsible for buying all of the materials for the plant. And then that role kind of morphed into more working with planners and then other buyers coming on board, so responsible for that, and then their systems and our processes kind of, and then eventually it morphed more into the logistics manager role. And with that, I had the buying, the planning, and then the warehouse, and of course shipping, receiving, and all of the internal and external logistics. And then more recently, the role, because of growth, has been more expanded, so the role was split, and then I was more on the customer program management, so the customer service team, as well as the forecasting and then processes that go along with that, but working a lot closer more with customers on the brick walling, and then of course their logistics and supply chain solutions. It's so hard to imagine walking in the door here where, everything stopped pretty much at the back break room. There was a wall, and behind that was just like a, we called it like the closet, because everyone just threw all the junk in there and shut the door, and no one ever went back there. So it's hard to believe that what we've grown, we've got an entire campus, we've got 2 buildings, and now we're looking at already, we're busting at the seams again with our growth. I never thought that a company could change and grow so much. It's kind of bizarre how much we've changed over 13 years, yet there's so many people that are still, you've got the same faces. So even though you've had growth with a lot of new people, you have this camaraderie with people that you went through all that growth with. So we grow and we grow, but we just pick up new people and keep a lot of the old Linakans. So, yeah. So it's kind of a good environment to work in. It's so hard to think about how much more we could grow. I never thought we would have a second building here, and now does that mean we'll have another building? And even visiting our LINAK U.S. in the last year, where they've expanded yet again. Now there's 2 round factories. It used to be the big thing, oh, the round building at AS, have you seen it? Well, now when you go, you have to see 2 round buildings. And they've actually expanded another building there again. And so the growth isn't just here, and that's what's hard to imagine, the possibilities when you see the growth in both Europe and here at our location, and as well as Slovakia. I mean, they've expanded. It's hard to imagine what tomorrow will bring. It's just more and more LINAK everywhere, I think. For me, the biggest thing is the challenges and the changes, because you never get bored. After 13 years, I still come to work sometimes and there's a new challenge I've never seen before, or there's a new process or a new product. There's always something new. There's no time to sit around and twiddle your thumbs, and that's what keeps it really exciting here, and that's what keeps, I think, a lot of people coming back, because even though you have your job isn't boring and set in stone. Your job is ever changing. You've got new customers, you've got new products, you've always got new and exciting things being developed.